Let's get back to our top story right now. The sentencing hearing in the Yonge Street van attack. Victim impact statements are being read today, and CP24's Beatrice Fazeman is live outside the University Avenue Courthouse as things unfold here. Beatrice, good morning.
Good morning, Nick. We're just on a 10-minute break in court right now because they're having some of the audio technical issues over the Zoom. An incredibly emotional morning already in court. I want to bring in Tanya Kuzo. She's one of the civilian first responders who bravely did everything she could that day to help as many people. Tanya, first of all, thank you for talking to me. What does it mean for you to be here today and have a voice through this?
To be here is an incredible honor. It's cathartic for myself and for many delivering their victim impact statements, as I was a first responder on April 23rd, 2018 for the Toronto van attack that left many bruises on people's hearts and in their minds. And again, to be here, it's sort of like a weight off your shoulders.
You talked about some of the guilt, and we heard this from another civilian first responders, the survivor's guilt. Did you do enough that day to help the people that you were giving CPR to? When you think back to that day, and it's something I know that has haunted you every day since, what do you, I guess, remember? What has stuck with you, Tanya?
Thinking back on that day, you definitely do get some sort of guilt. You wonder, could have been anybody? But I tried my hardest out there to resuscitate some of the victims that desperately needed the help. And thinking back on that day, I just wish that we'd all grow together, Toronto strong, and eventually just hopefully there'll be peace. I hope there will be peace.
I hope for peace on your heart as well. Something that really stuck with me during your victim impact statement, Tanya, was you talking about a mom with a young son.
Yes.
Who you were trying desperately to save. Talk about her. Talk about what you remember and what you said that you hope to share with her son one day.
One of the victims I worked on, I did CPR and first aid. I found out later that she had a young son, and I'm open to speaking with him one day when he's older, and know that I was there with her as she fought with all her life to live. So that was it.
You mentioned that one day you hope to tell this young man that his mom did everything she could to hold on. What do you hope happens from here, Tanya?
I hope there's never a repeat of this or anything related to this type of incident. But I will speak to him down the road if he's open for it, because I made mention that I am. So.
Thank you for your bravery, and thank you for talking to us and sharing just a little piece of your story. I really appreciate you doing that. Thank you so very much.
Thank you.
We've heard now the first five victim impacts statements read, Nick. We heard from the nephew of Betty Forsyth, one of the victims, 94 years old. Those were, her glory years, and as the judge pointed out, those last years would have been the most precious with her. We heard members from the community and several civilian first responders like Tanya, who are living with just terrible grief and trauma since the 4 years that this tragedy happened here in the city of Toronto. Back to you.
Yeah, they live with it daily, that's for sure. All right, Beatrice Fazeman live outside the courthouse. Thank you, Bea.